Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Planet Zoo. We are back here now in our little cozy looking zoo with two habitats. So I've merged those two habitats here, for the bear. Otherwise the bear was just way too unhappy, and now actually he's feeling pretty fine now. So when we click on him, look at that, he's pretty fine now. Enrichment is the only thing that's missing here, which we are researching already. Other than that, he's got water, he's got food, and he's not stressed anymore. And actually that's pretty good so far. And my people also like it because of that. Alright, let's have a look at what we have in the animals at the moment. So we do have, let's see, we should still have a species that we haven't used so far. So we have the wild dogs, we have the timber wolf somewhere. Okay, so in this case we have the wild dogs here. So I want to have the timber wolves also close here. So we're going to have another habitat here. And the first thing we want to do, of course, once again, is we want to start with that wall. I'm not going to... Actually, yeah, let's have it just like here. Let's start it here right away. And here we now have... This time I'm going to make it much bigger than the first one, since we want to have 4 dogs in there, so it should definitely be something for all of them. Let's see if that is big enough. Yeah, let's make it a bit bigger there. Perfect, and then it's going over here. Very good. So that's now a habitat. I hope it's big enough. We'll see that anyway once we have them. And of course we also want to have the habitat gate. Once again, in this case I'm going to have it, let's see. Yeah, probably here somewhere. Yep, so here my staff can come in, and as you can see now, it makes sense to have those keeper huts here, because there my people get the food from my stuff, and it's very close then to those habitats here, and that's the important thing. High amount of litter so far, nothing too dramatic. I've also put some bins here everywhere. Okay, so that's that. Let's have 2 glass walls here actually. So one is going to be here, and one is going to be here. And I'm losing some money there because we had some protesters. So there the people can actually watch it. Okay, and we're going to move those animals now. So the timber wolf. Let's move a male to this one here. Let's move a female here and see how that turns out. Let's wait for them and hope that it's big enough for those 2. And if it's big enough, we can add a 3rd one. Stuff like that. So for those 2 wild dogs here, space is at 79, so it's definitely too much already, so it shouldn't be any more dogs in here. So those 2, that's pretty fine. We definitely want to have something comfortable in here for them to sleep on. So that's the bedding for the African wild dog. So here they can sleep. That's something we want to have here, making it cozy looking. But those dogs really don't want to have any trees or bushes in there. So yeah, perhaps we're going to have a little lake or something, I don't know. Okay, and here now our timber wolves are coming in. Let's see what they want. The temperature is way too hot in here, so that's the first thing we want to do for them. We want to install some coolers here. And as you can see, it gradually cools down then for them. Okay, so that's that. That should now kind of like improve the temperature then, and it does. Terrain is something that's the next one. So they need a hard shelter, of course. Something they don't have at the moment. So let's get them a shelter. Let's get them 2 shelters. One here, and the other one on the other side. So there they can rest. And we can just place something all on those coolers there then. And let's have there a little bedding for them. And also the same thing on the other side. And it's actually pretty warm here, 37 degrees. That's really warm. So it definitely needs to be cool here in those habitats. So that's the first thing, okay? The hard shelter. That makes them a bit more happy. But the terrain is not really good so far. So it's got way too much, I think, long grass. So we need to have some short grass here. Yeah, so that's the one. They really don't want to have that much long grass. And they also want to have more soil. Perfect. And as you can see, it's already improving my balance then for this. And also some more grass here. There's just way too much long grass. I don't know where that is though. On the edges, I guess. It's down to 10% now. Perfect. That's perfect now. And now we just need a bit more of that soil here. Everywhere there. And some rocks too. So over here we have some rocks. Perfect. Now the terrain is pretty much green. And by the way, yeah, this is not the prettiest looking so far. That's because I'm focusing more on the needs of them. Oh, this animal is not feeling good. The temperature is too hot in here too. Over here in this area, we haven't had a cooler here. Yeah. That's that. That drops the welfare of that one. And yeah, something else we have researched. Actually, our first thing here for the bear. Perfect. Let's also go for the timber wolf now. And also for the wild dog. For the bear? At the moment I cannot research anything for the wild dog. Okay, so the bear. The bear is finished, so there we should have now something for him. In the habitat, so when we look at the enrichment items, we have the food enrichment. Okay, so that's good for the bear. Let's place something like that over there. And also a second one perhaps over here. And see how the bear feels about that. Better, 50% now. So the other 100% would be the toy enrichment that we still need to research. For the bear to really feel happy there. My wolves, let's have a look at them. They need some food of course and some water. So the water pipe will be the first thing. It should be usable. We have the timber wolf, there it is, perfect, so that's something they want. So over here, and perhaps something over here in the middle. Right, and also something for the food tray large for the timber wolf, perfect. I cannot place them too close together though. Like that, okay. You definitely want the visitors to see them though, so that's important. And my visitors, of course, they also will need donation boxes here. For the wolves. Lots of people here for the wolves. And we already have 360 people now. They're all pretty close here. In that area there. Low on cash, yep. Cash is really a problem. Other than that, it doesn't look so bad. Okay, so the wolves are pretty happy there too. 67% welfare. Terrain is looking good. Environment is looking good so far. So it's really just about the enrichment there again that we need to research. Of those animals. Okay, what I can do. Let's have a look there. We have some unhappy guests though because of hunger and thirst. We already have those things here. So I don't know why they're hungry or thirsty. Since they can just buy something. Perhaps we can have something else. Let's have a look there. Perhaps we have something else for my guests. We have lots of toilets. Ah, we can also have a little shop if we want to. So that might be something over here where they can purchase some merchandise. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to have a street connection there. let's just keep it at that. So if they are really hungry and thirsty, they can just purchase something here, you know, like those people there. Those are the smart ones. Alrighty, something else that I really want to do is that is information, you know, so I don't think it's actually there as guest needs. It should be somewhere here though. There is education, look at that. So they're pretty unhappy right now because when they look at the animals, they don't know anything about them. So we need to give them some information, and that is the habitat education stand here. So I'm going to place a few of them. I'm going to place one here. I'm going to place one here. This is where people can actually read about those animals. I'm going to place one here. And I'm going to place one here for the timber wolves there too. Just beside the box there. And the cool thing is, if I choose it, it's always choosing the animal that's next to it, you know, so like the timber wolf now. And now there's some information about the timber wolf here, and people can read up on that. And hopefully getting a bit smarter in the process. And also here for the African wild dog, those are living in here. Also here. African wild dog. And also for the bear. Definitely want to have something like that for the bear too. That would be over here. For the Formosan black bear. Perfect. So those are some informational things now. People can read them and they should be a bit happier because of that. And it's already going up there. My guest needs. Very good. So that should make them a bit more happy. Perfect. That's that. Low on cash still. Yep, we are not that high on cash here. We actually need to do something about that. We need to raise our tickets a bit. That's the first thing that we need to do. Going to raise the tickets there a bit, hopefully giving us some more money. And can we do something about those donation boxes? Actually, look at that. This donation box got like $20 from one donation. So the people are really paying a lot of money there. Income last month, 1,400. Just for this one here, by the way. So they're changing here. You know, that's $700. $500 over there. So people are really paying a lot of money for that. That's cool to see. So we got those for 3 habitats so far. Let's have a look at my animals there real quick. The African wild dog, yeah, enrichment. That's the only thing that matters now. And they're both over here. Look at that, space is 100%, so I can still get more animals in here. So we have the timber wolf here, so let's get the next one. The third one. Okay, so then we have 3 timber wolves in that habitat here. That should still be perfectly fine. It's a huge one. Very good, so that's that. And the bear one is looking the best so far. Lots of trees there. Very green. We need to, of course, you know, research almost everything, also the ornaments and stuff like that. So you don't have that from the beginning. So what do we want? We are making some money here actually at the moment. We're actually going up there. So I want to get another habitat up. And let's see what animals we can actually purchase. Now with some new ones. We already have the dogs. We could have the ostrich. Indian peafowl. Hippopotamus. That might be expensive, I guess. Though it would be cool. Yeah, they're expensive. Let's see. Nile monitor. A giraffe. They will be expensive too. Oh, actually that's quite fine. Antelope, leopard, timber wolf. The antelope. No, that's boring, right? Antelope is boring. The buffalo will be too expensive. So the big animals are really unaffordable so far. Oh, that's the tiger. Oh, not that expensive tigers. We could afford them at some point. Tigers. Most of them though cost those, you know, those credits here. Because people are selling them rather for the credits than for cash. Because it's easy to get the cash, but not so easy to get animals. We could get the warthog. The peafowl. Let's get the peafowl. We don't have that yet. So that's a male one. There's a female one. Oh, it's failed. Yeah, I don't like that system. I can tell it. I can say it right now. I really, really don't like that system here, that we actually have to purchase them from someone else or online, you know, because even though the system itself would be, I don't know, it's still too slow. So you're still not able to get them in time before someone else buys it. So that they really have to change that a bit there. So now I need to find the peafowl again. There it is. Sorted by price. And let's hope that we get a few of them. Perfect. So now we got 3 of them, I think. Yeah, 3 of them. 1 female, 2 male. And we have to put them into those habitats here, of course. So let's do that. Let's build again a barrier. Let's make a wood barrier this time, to not always have those bricks. As you can see, we can then connect it with that one here once again. The only question now is how big should it be for the peafowl? I really don't know. So that's something that you just need to find out, I guess. So I just hope that this is not too small for 3 of them. It's just birds, you know, some small birds. It shouldn't really be that hard. There we have the entrance once again. And of course we also want to have glasses here too for those. Here and here. Very good. And then we can actually let them in already. And then we can see what they actually need. That's the first one. And then we have the female one. And then we have the last male one. That should hopefully be enough here for them. Okay, so they're being delivered now. What we can do in the meantime is we can give them something like a food bowl. Yeah, perfect. That's something, for example, that they need. And also something to drink. And there they are already. Oh, I just need to hurry up here now with the water. Water bowl. Small one. There it is. Okay, let's have a look at them, at their well-beings here. So social is pretty fine. Social group. Too few adults. Actually, we need more of them for them to be happy. That's good to know. Habitat. It is too hot for them. Let's cool it down. There we have the cooler. Very good. So that should cool it down. And they also need a shelter, of course. And I don't have the money for that anymore. So we're probably going to need, well, we're going to need a credit at some point, a loan that we want to get. What I really want to get here before I really run out of it is a donation box here. There it is. Now I'm getting some money in again. Perfect. So we can afford, we can afford a shelter there without a loan. Those shelters are really expensive though. Perfect. Okay, so the other can rest. What else do we need? Some enrichment again, as usual. And terrain. They actually will need more grass. More short grass, that is. That is over here. And they will also need more soil. Some light soil. Perfect. That was easy this time. It's already green. So far, yeah, 66 welfare. So they're quite happy so far. Again, we only need the enrichment now for food and fun. Those are the things they want the most. But other than that, they're pretty happy. They just want to be a few more adults here. Social group is not enough, so peafowls, we actually need more of them. Can't believe it. That we actually need more of them. And perhaps we can also try to sell the other ones. Let's sort it again. Perfect. It's failed again. They're all have been sold already here. So 2 more. Perfect. 2 more. Let's try to get both of them in there. Very good. And the other one there too. Very good. Oh, actually we have a dead animal. This one here contains a dead animal. She's dead. Died of old age. She's still moving though. But why did she die? She died of 15. Oh, she was too old. Okay, you can buy old animals. 2 old animals. Oh my. Yeah. She was dead because she was too old. I should really watch out the age of them. Oh my. You can buy old animals that die. So I get ripped off by another player there. No, that's not good. But the other ones are pretty... Yeah, the other ones are feeling good now. It's too small now again, of course, the social group here. We're getting another one in there now. So that should go up there again. 63%, now 83%, perfect. Yeah, so the enrichment is all that's mattering now here. And there we have more people now. Okay, but I'm still negative, so I really need to watch out there for my income. Of course, my guests dropped a bit because I raised the prices. So that is also something that I need to watch out for. But this is my dead animal. Can I move? Do I have to move it? Call the keeper. Okay, let's call the keeper so he gets rid of the dead animal there. And we also have some failing transformers, but we should have a mechanic close by doing that. Okay, so far so good. What I can see, and this keeper here is now giving them some water there and then some food while people watch those animals. And of course, I will also want to try out if we can actually place some more trees in there. Otherwise, you know, this is looking pretty stale and a bit empty here, everything. So we definitely need to do something about that. And those animals are starving here. We need more keepers. I need to get another keeper there. 1 is not enough anymore for this size. So they're already coming in there now with the food. And yeah, those peafowls, they're really picky though. Gotta say that. I've just moved them in here. He's getting some food there now for them, but I don't know if that is on time. How's the research looking? We do have some research too. Let's have some research for the timber wolf. And can we have some research for the peafowl? Perfect. So now we can actually have 2 researches open here now. Perfect. So those 2 are being researched for the enrichments that we need. Very important in that case. And yeah, my money is still around the negative. Close. I don't know, we'll need to look out for something. Perhaps I will need to get another loan. A first loan, actually. I don't have one yet. And hopefully they're paying some money in here. Donation boxes are full. There's some food coming in now. For that starving peafowl here. Now there's some food, very well. That's that. And my guest is also increasing again, despite the high ticket prices. Perfect. So that's looking not so bad so far. I really want to get more ornaments though here for those empty spots. And yeah, new animals from this point onwards we have to pay with cash because we don't have those conservation credits anymore. So that's something. But other than that, I do like it so far. And we also have an injured animal now. So the timber wolf, Vanessa, is injured. We need to call the vet for this one here. So that will stop one of the researches, of course, but the animal is more important in that case. So what I can see is that it's a lot more micromanagement than in Planet Coaster, you know. You always have to watch out for those animals here, like in The Sims. Something like that. This one's also injured. Both of them are injured. So you have to look out a lot for their welfare here, well-being. Just in general. Otherwise, they're dying miserably. Yeah, and I'm just waiting now for the research here for the enrichments, making them a bit more happy. Other than that, let's find out how we can get more money. Stay tuned.